Welcome back, guys. Today's video is going to be interesting. We will be discussing why Tesla has a problem with Lidar. So without any further ado, let's get started. Lidar is a strategy for estimating distance by shooting lasers and recognizing what amount of time they require to return. The thought is like radar, yet rather than radio waves, we use lasers. The innovation is incredibly exact at distinguishing objects, even up to millimeters. Computer vision is a field of artificial intelligence that trains computers to comprehend the visual world. This is essentially figuring out human vision. Tesla has been intensely dependent on vision and conflicting with LiDAR sensors. Simultaneously, the wide range of various organizations use LiDAR and don't appear to mind. Elon Musk even said, LiDAR is a waste of time and anybody depending on LiDAR is damned. Cost. The most evident justification for Tesla to take an alternate course is the expense. The expense of setting a Solidarity LiDAR gadget on a vehicle is somewhere near $10,000. Google, with its Waymo project, has had the option to marginally diminish the number by presenting large-scale manufacturing. In any case, the expense is still rather huge. Tesla is exceptionally centered around expenses and ensuring the vehicles are reasonable. Adding the cost of a LiDAR on top of the generally costly vehicle is very huge. Application to real roads. Perhaps the main point, and the one underscored exceptionally in the meeting, is the relationship with human vision. As people, we don't toss lasers toward each path to have the option to drive a vehicle. Neither should the vehicles as referenced by Elon Musk. All that we see out and about is brimming with visual data. Every one of the signs, turns, convergences are there to help us explore. These are fixed items, and it is incredible that LiDAR is so precise in distinguishing them. Issues begin to emerge when moving items show up out and about. People, canines, flying plastic packs are for the most part protests we habitually experience out and about. LiDAR can't distinguish how they are moving or even when those articles are. LiDAR can't separate a street knock from a plastic sack. This model was referenced in the gathering and is critical to mull over. On the off chance that we are driving at high rates on a throughway and there's a plastic pack, we don't have to make a fast stop. It won't be a lot of an issue in the event that we hit it. Presently, if the vehicle stops, that is the place where genuine threats come in. Vehicles behind can likely not respond so rapidly to our stop in the street. Such circumstances further show the scrupulousness required when making self-driving vehicles. Tesla clarified that their arrangement of cameras and radar can recognize what an item is. The radar looking forward can rapidly tell if there is anything hazardous ahead. When an item becomes visible, cameras will choose what the article is, and afterward the vehicle can respond to the circumstance. Adaptation. One of the enormous issues with Tesla's rivals is the absence of such adaptiveness. The vast majority of these frameworks either depend vigorously on high-precision maps with street lines or were never tried on genuine streets. Indeed, we have seen Waymo cruise all over urban communities. Nonetheless, just huge streets with profoundly productive guides. The lighting, climate conditions, and traffic are ideal in those demos. A great many people don't drive on such streets each and every day. More modest streets with startling turns and paths that adjust size are a considerable amount more normal. Besides, Tesla is a genuine vehicle that you can purchase. Individuals have driven over 1 billion miles on Tesla vehicles, while Waymo was just tried on around 10 million miles. The measure of troublesome and unusual street information that Tesla had the option to aggregate is important. That is the way the framework learns and continues to improve. Such an idea is entirely encouraging, since clients really see consistent upgrades. Accuracy. Another intriguing point can be reasoned from an examination paper distributed by Cornell University. The paper examined how sound systems cameras can be utilized to produce a 3D guide close to as precise as a LiDAR map. We can conclude from the paper that, other than burning through $7,500 on a LiDAR gadget, you could get a couple of cameras that alone cost $5 and get almost a similar precision. So when the folks at Tesla say that such equipment will become obsolete soon, they could have a point. Final thoughts? With how much cash is filling the field of self-driving vehicles and the consistent rivalry, we can be very hopeful that such vehicles are coming. Regardless of whether Tesla will be the organization that does this, we can't know and probably won't have to. As a matter of fact, there might actually be a few different ways of creating self-driving vehicles. We may even wind up seeing the mix of the two, which would not be that amazing. With regards to Tesla, we could really buy such a vehicle. They are driven everywhere in the world, and the advancement could really be seen continuously. You can't accept a Waymo or an Uber vehicle. Some other organization figures out how to make a self-driving vehicle first. What we can be sure of is that some organization will do it, and we should give close consideration to everything occurring in the field. So that was all for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to hit like, share and subscribe to our channel. Also, let us know your thoughts about the video in the comment section.